Matthew McConaughey is not just a man of charisma and charm. His words carry a raw honesty and simplicity that makes them relatable and impactful. Below, we'll dive into some of his most powerful quotes and the lessons they teach us about living a fulfilling life, overcoming challenges, and staying true to ourselves. Life is not easy. It is not. Don't try to make it that way. Life's not fair. It never was. It isn't now, and it won't ever be. Do not fall into the trap, the entitlement trap, of feeling like you're a victim. You are not. One of life's hardest truths: life isn't fair. McConaughey doesn't sugarcoat reality, and that's exactly why this lesson hits home. Instead of complaining about unfairness, he encourages us to accept it and take responsibility for our actions and reactions. When he faced difficult moments in his life, whether they were professional roadblocks, personal struggles, or moments of self-doubt, he leaned into this mindset. By accepting that life isn't designed to always be smooth, he was able to focus on what he could control: his attitude, his effort, and his perseverance. Stop waiting for life to hand you fairness. Take ownership of your story and keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles. The first step that leads to our identity in life is usually not "I know who I am," but rather "I know who I'm not." Self-discovery is often portrayed as a clear-cut journey. But McConaughey reminds us that it's just as important to understand what we don't want. Sometimes clarity comes not from knowing your destination, but from eliminating the wrong paths. In his younger years, McConaughey experienced moments of confusion about his direction. But instead of rushing to define his identity, he focused on eliminating what didn't feel right. Whether it was certain relationships, bad habits, or unaligned goals, he wasn't afraid to step away from things that didn't serve his growth. If you're feeling lost, start by crossing off what doesn't feel right. Sometimes knowing what you're not helps reveal who you truly are. Don't half-ass it. Whatever you do, do it to the best of your ability. Half-hearted effort rarely leads to meaningful results. McConaughey's philosophy is clear. If you're going to commit to something, do it fully. Whether it's a project, a relationship, or a personal goal, show up with everything you've got. This mindset has carried him through moments of doubt and challenge. There were times he could have taken shortcuts, accepted mediocrity, or settled for less. But instead, he leaned into his belief that excellence comes from full commitment. Whatever you're pursuing, be all in. The energy and focus you invest will reflect in your results. We cannot fully appreciate the light without the shadows. Life's highs and lows are deeply interconnected. McConaughey reminds us that moments of joy are amplified by our struggles. Without darkness, light loses its meaning. In his personal life, McConaughey faced periods of uncertainty and even self-imposed isolation to reflect and reset. Instead of resenting these shadow times, he embraced them as necessary chapters that would make the brighter days even more rewarding. Don't run from difficult times. They are often preparing you for something better and teaching you lessons you'll need later. The truth's always quicker than a lie. Honesty, according to McConaughey, is one of the most underrated tools for success and peace of mind. Lies, whether to ourselves or others, create complications and unnecessary weight. This lesson stems from a principle he's carried throughout his life: be truthful even when it's uncomfortable. When faced with tough decisions or mistakes, he found that confronting the truth head-on was always the faster and cleaner path forward. Tell the truth. It might sting in the short term, but it saves time, energy, and heartache in the long run. Sometimes we gotta get out of the way of ourselves so that we can find ourselves. Self-sabotage is one of the biggest hurdles in personal growth. Whether it's through overthinking, fear, or self-imposed limitations, we often become our own worst enemies. McConaughey shares this insight as a reminder to step back, let go of control where necessary, and allow life to unfold naturally. Overthinking every detail can block you from recognizing opportunities. Sometimes you need to let go, breathe, and trust the process. Don't let your mind become the biggest barrier to your growth. We need to take time to reflect, to pause, to think about where we've been and where we want to go. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to keep moving without ever stopping to reflect. McConaughey emphasizes the importance of pressing pause, looking inward, and reassessing our path. During challenging periods, he often retreated from noise and distractions to reconnect with himself. Reflection helped him find clarity and reignite his sense of purpose. Don't underestimate the power of stillness. Pause, reflect, and recalibrate your direction. We must earn our way to the top. Success, according to McConaughey, isn't something that can be handed to you. It must be earned. Whether it's building trust, respect, or personal achievements, there's no shortcut to the top. This quote reminds us that true satisfaction comes from the journey, from the struggle, and from knowing you've worked for what you have. Success tastes sweeter when it's earned. Put in the work, stay patient, and trust the process. Gratitude is the key to happiness. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you, it's a mindset. McConaughey frequently emphasizes that focusing on what we have instead of what we lack creates a more fulfilling life. Even in hard times, he found moments of gratitude, whether it was for lessons learned or the simple pleasures of life. Make gratitude a daily practice. It shifts your perspective and makes challenges feel more manageable. Define success for yourself. This might be one of McConaughey's most important lessons. Success is deeply personal, and chasing someone else's definition of it will leave you unfulfilled. He emphasizes the importance of aligning your goals with your values. Whether success means financial stability, creative freedom, or deep relationships, define it on your own terms. Don't let society dictate what success means for you. Create your own definition and pursue it with intention. Matthew McConaughey's wisdom isn't wrapped in complicated philosophies. It's raw, honest, and relatable. His words remind us to take responsibility, embrace discomfort, value gratitude, and show up fully in whatever we do. These lessons aren't just words, they're tools. Tools to guide us through hard times, inspire us during good ones, and ultimately help us build a life that feels meaningful. Take these quotes, reflect on them, and most importantly, apply them. As McConaughey would say, all right, now go out there and live.